Alright, so this is WhyBeAre, and a quick opinion on blue products, because so many Let's Players seemingly use blue products, and, well, my experience has been not so great with the one thing I own. So this right here is a blue icicle. Its purpose is to put an XLR input, which is used in a lot of higher-end microphones, to a micro USB, which goes into the computer with a USB cable. There are a lot of products that do this, but this one happened to be the cheapest, so I bought it. I mean, it's blue, so many people use it, I thought it'd be decent. Well, 3 months in after owning it, let me plug it in to show this off. 3 months into owning it, the connection got jittery. Like right here, it kinda like this, it jittered a lot. And it made it where my audio would constantly cut out unless I had some sort of force applying constant pressure to keep these two pieces connected. Now, a normal XLR cable, it has this little button right here, and it's kind of a spring-loaded piece that you click and you separate it like that. So, about a month after that, I was unplugging my microphone with one hand, just kind of like this, push the button down with my thumb, and pushing apart. So I was trying to do that, and whoops, wouldn't you know it, it separates wrong. So here's what it looks like when it separates normally. Shit, I can't even get to separate normally. You see this? Alright, normally you have this as the male on the cable, and it looks like a female plug on the icicle. Now when it fell apart, it looks the reverse. It looks like this is a male cable, and the cable is a female, even though it's technically not. So what happened is that middle piece that would go in between the two was the cause of well, more specifically, let me break this piece down for you before I go into it. But this metal piece right here is the cause of the constant audio troubles I was having. Now the reason for that, I am not entirely sure of, but I know the way it sits does not allow it to make a constant proper connection when it is spring-loaded down, if that makes any sense. So when the spring is functioning, you can see a good angle on it, it has enough play where it cannot work, which should not happen, really. So you have a couple of choices on how to fix it, and I kind of considered all the different ways, and well, I figured out one that I think is the best. So this thing is made up of 4 pieces. We can push this piece out, and this is a piece of plastic. So let me do this in my palm of my hand so I don't drop anything. So it has that piece of plastic, a piece of metal, a button piece, and a bent piece of metal that works as a spring. So the piece of plastic is the essential part to using this, hopefully reliably in the long term. Because technically right now, you can get these two things and plug them together very carefully, and it'll function just like that. But I would not trust that, so I would say you need at least this metal piece, this plastic piece, and maybe the metal piece. For now I'm trying it with just the plastic, but what I do is simple. You just shove the plastic piece over here, just over on this. If I can get it, there we go. Then you plug in your whatever XLR input you have. Now if you have to switch them a lot, you're screwed, really, because then what you want to do is you have it like this. You have a pretty flat surface because you remove the spring and stuff. So you have the spring here, and you have a nice flat surface all around except for that little hole, which allows you to just let's see, where did I put it? Yes, here it is. No, that's not it. There it is, over here. That was my masking tape I found. But you have a nice flat surface where you can pull out a roll of tape, such as this electrical tape I have, and get it started. And all you do is you just start it here and wrap it around a couple of times. So start it there and wrap it around a couple of times. Now, I'll probably end up redoing this because I'm trying to do it on camera, but we'll see. Just like that. And it's good to go because it has the plastic piece for support, And the metal piece seems to mostly be there for the buttons functionality. It doesn't seem like it necessarily is needed for support, but I'm not entirely sure on that. But this does work fully well. You can slap this around like kind of like this and stuff, shake it, do whatever, and it stays connected better than it did 3 months ago when it started intermittently failing. When it was brand new, it didn't do that. But 3 months and it started doing that. 3.5. Which, that's terrible. And 4 months in, I had it break on me. So, I ended up taking it apart and having to fix it. Thankfully, I didn't have to take anything hard apart. It was all really easy, but that's my experience with Blue products. And I just want to get that out there because it seems like so many people suggest them and stuff, and it's just like, not that many people don't, so I gotta voice my experience. Maybe their microphones are different, but I mean, shit. I had to tape it on my own. I shouldn't have to do that. Fuck. Alright, that's WhyBeAre though. See ya.